Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another round of Footmate League here in Season 35, as today we are here for the second round in Spa-Francorchamps. And the main news coming into this round is that you got Suduce leading the standings, the driver standings. He got his first career win in the previous round, and since it was the opening round, that means that he's leading, so yeah, that is quite huge. We also got LSA leading as well in the constructors, and now we're gonna go straight into qualifying. So yeah, so we got the full grid here today, and with that, it's going to be 9 drivers qualifying into Q2 once again. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we got the liveries fixed for this round. LSA the wrong livery, same with Ricard Auto. As yeah, LSA is racing with the livery that is based on the essentially based on the Spanish national team car, and yeah, they're gonna be driving with that livery as long as Spain stays in the World Cup. As yeah, right now they are in the semi-finals, and if they go through to the final, we're gonna see LSA with that livery once again for the next 2 rounds. But if not, then for the next round we're gonna have a livery based on the World Cup ball. So yeah, with that said, we are seeing then the drivers about to finish their first qualifying laps here, and it is Fiegel then provisionally in first place, as we got Di Martino just making it through in P9 there. We see Azot just outside of it, and it is just a difference of essentially 0.05 of a second. In the meantime, we see Strudel with the purple first sector actually tied with Ledwick and Figo. Now Figo with 2 purple sectors, so he's absolutely looking to dominate here today. In the meantime, we see F1 Fender in second place, but of course those positions don't really matter in Q1. What we want to know, it's towards the middle. For some reason we see Suduc there in the mediums, but seems like that's not going to matter, because he's going to make it through either way. So there he goes, nicely done there from Suduc. And as we see then getting eliminated is going to be the 2 Star Goats. Then we got Nikhil also being out. We also got then the 2 KMP drivers as well, the Gamer and Kala. And we see the 2 full forces, Azot and Hernandi. And then we got the Mayhem Racing of Di Martino, then Kalitka just outside of it, so Glow will survive and go through Q2 then. Okay, so we are here then for Q2. And yeah, actually I got a bit of a question, because since LSA has a Spanish national team livery, I wonder if they can perform like the Prime Spain and again get another 1-2 finish, because that's what they managed to do in the first round of this season. Now let's see if they can do it all over again, as we got here Strudel, rated P9. He's one of the 3 drivers, I think, who is he's actually one of the 3 drivers who does not have a teammate in this Q2 session here, because we got both Quantimes, both LSAs, and both Mazar Motorsports drivers, so they definitely did an amazing job there. But now let's see then who's going to take that provisional pole. It is Figo then. There he goes, Figo, looking amazingly fast today, that is for sure, as he finds himself with 2 purple sectors. And now let's see about the first one with yellow, but once again his lap was really good there, and it's definitely going to be very tough to beat. In the meantime, we see Von Fendo with the green sector, so he's improving on his lap. And now we see, there goes Figo with the purple sector again. Things are really starting to get complicated for the Romanian driver to beat the Japanese-Portuguese driver. We also see Ledley crucially in 3rd place. And now let's see who's going to take that pole position here today. They are all in the main straight here, and it's going to be then Figo who is going to be unbeatable here today. So let's then have a look into the starting grid for today's race. So looking at the starting grid, we got Figueroa starting on pole position with F1 Fan being then 1/10 behind, and it starts alongside. Then you see Lely starting in 3rd place with just in P4. They both got the same lap time there. And you see Suzuki and Corvin in P5 and P6. Then you got Struggle starting P7 with Kubo, then you got Glow just splitting their recars with Kalika, then starting in P10. As you see Hernandi starting in P11, he got the same lap time as Di Martino there. As we then see the gamer starting P13 with Azot, then we got Kala in P15, then we see Pito with Nico, then Zero running up the grid. So let's get ourselves then towards today's race here at Spa with 25% of rain. Alright, so here we go, everyone is on the grid. You can see that the weather marker is not fully into the sun side, so here we go then. Figo will lead us the way. He's gonna have the inside into last source there. As we see then F1 fan in second place. He's gonna try already going to make the move into the Hadilon. There he goes around the outside. Can he make it? Yes he can, there he goes. In the meantime we see Azot already out of this race as we got Justin trying to take the lead but he cannot do it. And so yeah, there he goes, Azot saying that he was teleporting, so he is out. In the meantime we see Glow as well. Two retirements right before, right on the first lap already. So we're down to 16 drivers, but we got F1 fan leading the way with Justin, and we got the two one-times there, Figo and Ludwig. We then see Suduch then in P5, so there he goes. We're gonna have a proper LSA versus one-time battle here. In the meantime we got Corvid in P6 with Kubo, and then you got Doggy right behind, but there he goes. Kubo tried to maybe go around outside the Aussie driver, but no, he cannot do nothing. But in the meantime we see Figo finally straight through into the lead. There he goes, Figo back into the front there, back to where he started. Then we see Ludwig, I think, try to make a move on Suduch there, or trying to defend. As we see F1 fan not giving up that lead, as we see him now going side by side. And now he takes back P1 as we see Justin just watching all of it. But now he will go up inside into the bus stop chicane. Now F1 fan will fall down into P4, so big disaster there. But in the meantime Figo ends up around the outside into turn 1. Now it is Justin who has the lead. There he goes, Justin. He started as a huge promising driver, but then in these later races he kind of seems like sort of followed off. As we see, oh my god, a big crash there between F1 fan and Ludwig. Now they both kinda dropped down quite a few positions there. But what the hell was that? So F1 fan is going quite deep, and he takes Ludwig with him. At least that's where it appeared. So of course we don't know exactly the full context sometimes. But yeah, he's then Figo leading the way. This is actually amazing for him, because now Justin is down in second place. He's not catching his slipstream, but look at the rain though. The rain could be threatening, but looks like he was nothing more than a threat there, because it's gonna go back to the sunny weather. But yeah, in the meantime we see the gamer benefiting a lot from this. Here is now in P4 battling Kubo. Then we see Corvid as well in the mix there, and now he's gonna take both positions. There he goes, Corvid. As we see Kubo also trying to get past the Spanish Shire, but he cannot do it. As we see F1 fan now trying to make his recovery, as he tries to get past the Polish driver. As we see, there he goes, Kubo still battling though. F1 fan will have the inside, and now there he goes, he has P6 there. Obviously Kubo will not have all that much to lose, as in the meantime we see Kalika down in P16. I don't know what happened here with Zura. He's putting P15. Pito has gained a few places there. But they've got this huge group here with Straddle and Ludwig, who's really struggling a lot here. After that crash with F1 fan, he hasn't made all that much ground back. Well, now we see that mistake's gonna cause further damage to his race. But F1 fan now, ooh, bit of further marking undercut here from F1 fan. I guess he doesn't have all that much of a choice. If he can pass him on track, then I guess he has to do it with strategy. So there he goes, gonna end up in P14. Hopefully for him, he's not gonna have to lose all that much time with the likes of Di Martino and Cola. So they might potentially battle him, and they all have much older tires, which could really slow him down quite massively. So yeah, let's see, lucky for him there's no rain for now, so that could easily screw him up. But yeah, Figo stays in the lead. Justin is in second place. He should pit a bit later because he has the mediums. Same thing for Ludwig, who's now suddenly up into third place. Although of course we did have some drivers pitting right now, so they're obviously gonna be part of the reason why he just gained a lot of positions there, but still he's gonna have a lot of clean air. He can use that pace to get himself through into those upper positions. But in the meantime we see there now Suduc up inside of Cola there, we see a F1 fan. Now in P10 try to go around the outside of the Finnish driver, can he do it or not? This is what F1 fan was probably fearing, but there he goes. So now Cola and Di Martino have a crash. So yeah, we see Lefty, that was not great. We see Carvin now also trying to make his moves here. We got Togem as well, who's gonna take out Strudel there. At some point, I don't know if I'm watching an Ultimate League Racing or if I'm watching the WWE there. As you see, oh my god, another one here. Now Di Martino is the one who's going to be the victim. Yeah, we see Zio just apologizing there. As you see him now maybe try to go around the outside of Corvid. There's not much that he can do. In the meantime we see Suduc then battling Nikhil, who has much older tires. We see the Canadian, I think, yeah, trying to let the Bulgarian through. But as we see then, the clouds are coming. No boy, that could be a little bit dangerous, but yeah, let's see now. F1 fan then making some undercuts here. But yeah, of course these tires are really not great. Let's see, can he catch his teammate Slipstream? That could definitely be very beneficial for him. And yeah, in the meantime we see Figo then in second place with Nandi in first, but Nandi still had to pit, of course. Ooh, and now we see the rain coming in. There he goes, the rain comes in. We see Di Martino also retiring, so double DNF for Mayhem Racing. But in the meantime we got this full rain coming in. We see Ludwig and Justin going side by side. F1 fan also just trying to keep his position. Justin had a bit of a stall down there. But now we see the tires that they are going to pick here. We see Figo on the Inters. But yeah, this is actually amazing for F1 fan, because now he does not have to worry about having all the tires. So here now the field is essentially leveled in a certain way. Also gaining a lot with this is Nandi, because he's now suddenly up into second place. Remember that he didn't even make it through into Q2, so this is huge for him, that is for sure. Meantime we see Kalika quite far down behind his Kriti in P15. Obviously just ahead of the drivers who DNF, but I wonder what happened there, because I don't think it would be expected from him to be 10 seconds behind everyone else here. But yeah, we got the starting goats here racing together. Then a bit at the front we got Strela and Corvid. And we see Kola with Kubo. Oh, Kola is definitely another driver who gained a lot with this, because he also just pitted once. And I guess Zero as well. And yeah, so very interesting stuff going on here. We see Udogem making a move on Kubo. Would have potentially leave him more space there. But it could have definitely been worse there. But yeah, though, Figo starting to see that they made the right call by going into the Inters, because now the track is drying up. And this is where the Inters shine. Meantime we see Suduchan into third place. He is currently the championship leader. And yeah, you can obviously not forget about that. Although Figo, I think, could be taking it today. Could be taking that championship lead back, because he's looking to have the triple or having the hat trick here today with the pole position, race win and fastest lap. But yeah, we got Snuddy then in second place. You can see that he is struggling here. But yeah, soon he's gonna have his ex-team and about to catch him, and I feel like he may not really try and slow him down all that much. But as you can see, we got F1 fan already going into the pits, and then he also goes into the pits because he had the wets. But F1 fan is the one who could be potentially gambling, because we cannot forget this is a 25% rain race, and that can really shake up a lot of things. And when you decide to pit for the slicks, thinking that you're gonna be racing for the slicks, you could potentially be caught off by surprise and see the rain just coming back again, which is always a very frustrating thing. But let's see I think F1 Fan could potentially be on for an undercut there. But in the meantime, we see this battle then between Ludwig and Suduc there. As we see Ludwig up inside is gonna stay out. So Ludwig wants to risk it. As he sees his teammate then leaving the pit into the soft tires. Meantime, we see F1 Fan now potentially passing his teammate. There he goes. Now I'd say, yeah, they should probably work as a team here. We see then Suduc with the soft tires. Ooh, but F1 Fan now making a little mistake on that chicane. I think, yeah, now Suduc made a mistake as well, so gonna have then a little LSA train here. Because we got Ludwig then down in P6. But we need to leave the way it is Ludwig. And I would say this could potentially be an amazing idea. Because the idea of the rain just suddenly coming in is not really too far-fetched. So that could suddenly just give one to finish here, and that would be the perfect redemption for them after what happened in the first round. Of course they are here to take back the Constructors title. But the enemy time we see then the LSA is catching up to Hernandi here. And he's probably gonna let them pass because he has the hard tires. So there he goes, he got Suduc through, now he's gonna let F1 Fan through as well. And now we see these clouds getting darker and darker, and there he goes, the rain is back here. We see Ludwig down in second place, but that doesn't really matter. Because F-Figure is gonna have to pit soon. So Ludwig can take back that race lead. Although the main thing here is that he has some really old tires, so I'd say even if he pits right now, he would actually gain with this, because he would suddenly be up into second place, and I think, yeah, he should probably pit because those tires are very old. If this rain stays for long, he's gonna struggle a lot, so I think Ludwig will pit here. He's gonna have to, but no, he's not gonna do it. He's gonna stay out. I guess he's betting on the fact that the rain may not last all that long, but oh well, that could potentially backfire on him. I guess he wants to risk it all and see if he can get that race win. Because he hasn't got one yet, I'm pretty sure. He's gotten a few podiums, but still he hasn't been on the top step of the podium. But in the meantime, we see some shakeups here at the back. We got Justin now into third place, I guess. He got a bit of an undercut there. Because, yeah, I mean, the LSAs and Hernandi, they were just past the pit entry when the rain hit, so Justin managed to pit just in time. So he's the one in back into third place as we see him then leading this group. Got Hernandi now getting passed by F1 Fan. Now we see the rain ending, so this is perfect then for Ludwig, but until the track dries up, we're gonna be seeing Figo catching up to his teammates quite massively, I would say. So I think, yeah, that gap is definitely not gonna stay on those 5 seconds. But as we see now, F1 Fan takes back third. We see Suduc falling down, then he's down in P6. Definitely not great for him as we see some chaos. F1 Fan now is able to get away from Justin. I think, yeah, he's definitely not catching the Romanian's driver Slipstream. Well, now we see a big mistake. Oh, that's a bit of a pile up there. And now there he goes. F1 Fan is off into the distance, alone in third place there. So nicely done there from the LSA drivers. We see now, I don't know what happened to Suduc, but he's down in P6 and he's quite alone now. There he goes, Hernandi up the inside of Justin here. Look at this battle. We got the two pink teams battling each other here. And let's see, I think Hernandi is going to keep that position. But you can sort of see him struggling a bit, but I guess he's kind of just getting his groove back, because in the meantime we see the gamer battling Kubo. And look at this battle right here, coming into the bus stop chicane. Kubo tries potentially a switch back there. Ooh, now he's gonna have to met them up the inside into turn 1 there, and oh my, was that lag? That was a little bit weird there. This could have definitely been worse for No Gamer though. But I guess we have to watch out for Kubo there, because that was some weird lag. But yeah, we see then just in P4. As in the meantime we got Ludwig about to get caught up by Figo, but there he goes, Ludwig goes into the pits. And he definitely has to, because as soon as the track would dry up, Ludwig would have some really old tires and he would be struggling a lot and Figo would have a massive advantage. But now as you can see, he leaves the track, he leaves the pits with a very dry track now, so there he goes. Ludwig can now have that undercut now, that one lap undercut. Well, Figo will lose some time, but of course he's gonna have some better tires as well. In the meantime, we see then, yes, Suzuki also staying out. And looks like Van Ven is pitted. So he's down in P4. In the meantime, we got some battles here. We see Carvin now, ooh, pushing his teammate off the track there. He has the inters, but he should probably not slow down his teammate too. But now there he goes, he's going to compensate for it as he gives his teammates. No, he doesn't only give his own position, also gonna allow him to get past Hernandez. So nicely done from Carvin. You see now the clouds coming back. We got Suzuki still risking it though. Same thing with Kubo, who seems to love gambling a lot. Ooh. Hope is FTA teleporting a bit. Ooh, and now we see the full rain coming in. There he goes, full rain. And now, yeah, this is definitely going to help Kubo because he's going to stay out. Although his tires are absolutely old though. But I guess he may not exactly care. He's going to be in P5. And yeah, now we see Suzuki gaining a lot with this. Same with Ludwig, because he's no longer going to have older tires than his teammate. So that is also very crucial there. So let's see then Ludwig gonna come into the pits with the race lead. Now we see Figo there in second, so double stacking then for one time there. As we see now, ooh, Suzuki's gonna take the lead. Who's gonna be taking the lead, or at least gonna be very close? But as we see now, Suzuki will just take it or not. We see Ludwig still keeping the lead out as they come out of the radio and the Eau Rouge. So there he goes, and Ludwig takes back the lead there. Suzuki is going to be down in second place, but still it is second place though, so he cannot really complain there. And yeah, so this is very interesting, but his tires are very old, so he's not going to be able to do anything to Ludwig here. But he could do something to Figo. So let's see if he can really do something though, because the tire difference is quite huge. But yeah, as we see then, a lot of the cars on the track are quite separated. Oh, we actually got this battle here for P14 between Zero and Kalitka. And then we got the other star coach here, P2 battling Straddle. Then for the P12. And then we got, ooh, there it goes, yeah, Figo already got through Suzuki there. So Figo is up into second place again. And I'm guessing that Suzuki couldn't really do all that much. Now in the meantime we are seeing then Van Ven catching up to Kubo. Oh, there he goes, and Van Ven up inside. Kubo cannot really do all that much. He doesn't really bother to do all that much. I guess he doesn't really want to screw up their races here. But Van Ven makes a little mistake. Just a little bit sneaky there, and he takes P4. So we see some drivers complaining about lag, at least Hernandez is. That's gotta be from Kubo though. Yeah, I can see him definitely struggling, but it is very weird. Not full on teleportation, but I guess could still be enough to potentially push him out of the track. But yeah, in the meantime we see then this battle for P4 then between Justin and F1 Fan. They're not quite on that slipstream range, but it's definitely very close. As we see this track just drying up. So yeah, we see then F1 Fan and Justin here battling each other now. F1 Fan is gonna take that slipstream. Now let's see, can he make the move or not? I think he's actually going to try though. But yeah, so we got this drying track. But there is in a 1-2 then from one time we got F1 Fan also tried to make that move on Justin. Now we see Sudoc struggling a little bit there. And I think Justin is suddenly going to be on that podium. So it goes in Justin, I think he has not got a podium yet. He's been close. But today could be the day, so there he goes. Justin into third place. Now he's going to have two angry lions right after him, as you see now Sudoc trying to go down the outside, and there he goes, he makes the move there. As we see then F1 Fan then looking to make a move. Now we see Justin with a little mistake. F1 Fan is trying to make that move back on the Dutchman. Justin is definitely causing a bit of a headache there for F1 Fan right now. That is something that the Romanian driver is going to have to be able to deal with, as we see then. I'm currently down in E5, that's some server lag, or maybe just some of my own lag that we see. But yeah, we see then Justin back into third place there. Ooh, but he makes a huge mistake, he's going to fumble it. Ooh, he's going to push F1 Fan off the track there. Oh, a bit of a rush reaction there, which then allows for now Sudoc to get away with third. So he's going to get some distance there, but I think F1 Fan is going to be a little bit pissed about that. As in the meantime we see then Dogamer versus Corvid. Corvid definitely does have the advantage on those tires, but yeah, now F1 Fan then might probably be a little bit fed up with Justin. So let's see if he can make the move or not. He's gonna try to have the good exit there, but he couldn't do all that much. But let's see once again. He's gonna stay behind that Mazar car. But yeah, there's only then 4 laps to go. And yeah, so the race is nearly over here. In the meantime, we still see Corvid and Dogamer, but not much is really happening here. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. We see Pito losing out because he's staying on the Inters. But I feel like at some point he should probably pick. Yeah, there he goes. And we see Kalika versus Euro. They used to have been battling for quite a while. Now we see Zero on the outside, so that's definitely an amazing move. In the meantime, we see F1 Fan finally try to make that move on Justin. Here he goes up the inside into the bus stop chicane, and now down the outside. Can he keep that position or not? And there he goes, F1 Fan back into P4. That was a really hard fought position, but definitely well earned, I would say. As in the meantime, we see then Corvid still with the No Gamer there. Oh, did we see Cola with the SCPs? So there's definitely some chaos here. But yeah, we see the Nikhil then looking to take that Shafty around the outside. That's a very risky move, but somehow that worked. There he goes in Nico. Ooh, now it's Shreddle. Ooh, there he goes now. Call is losing out there to the SCP. So P10 and P11 then for the green team. As we see now, Ludo Gamer trying to find his way past Corey, but he couldn't really find all that much success there. But yeah, in the meantime, look at this. You got Ludwig, who many people saw that he could be a potential race winner today. And in showing them all that this is actually true. So yeah, amazing to see the American driver then looking to win, and he would be actually the first driver from the United States to win the race. Because obviously we didn't got all that many drivers from that country to race here. I think the first one was Cremona, but she wasn't really all that fast, to be fair. But Ludwig though, I guess it's been their best shot of having a race winner today, as he's already on the final lap here. He obviously was a little bit less weak terrain, but then he just managed to stay in the lead, keep around the same distance to Figo. But now that he goes in, Ludwig will cross the line to win for the first time! And back-to-back races where we're going to be seeing then two debut winners. So there he goes, Ludwig with his first win of his career. You see, Suzuki managed to get his first win in the previous week now, just finishing on the podium there. And then we got everyone else then, with Carter then finishing there in P7, and we see Google down in P9, oh my god. And yeah, then we see the SCPs with Cola there. Then you got P2, who is in absolute no man's land. Ooh, then you got this battle in the rain between Zero and Calicut, but I think Calicut definitely has that tire advantage there. Let's see, can the Ukrainian driver keep that position? I think he can. And all the rain has stopped, but there's still some water on track. Ooh, Calicut is stopping. I wonder what they are doing. Okay, so we're already in P14, so I don't know what the hell was this. I guess there was a little bit of trolling there, but yeah, so we're gonna have to look into the results very quickly because I have to leave very soon. But either way, we got then Landry taking his first race win. Figo will complete second with a 1-2 finish, then 4 time, and yeah, Figo will have the fastest lap and the pole position points, so he's gonna end this race with 27 points there. And yeah, then we see then Suduc then in third place with Effort Van in P4. Then we got Justin in P5 with Nandi P6. Then we see Car with P7 with Toe Gamer. Then we got Hugo Nikio in top 10. Then we see Struggle just following his teammate with Cole, who was very close behind. Then in No Man's Land we got Pito there in P13 with then Dalika and Zero with that very weird finish there in P14 and P15. And then you got the NF list here with Di Martino there in P16. Then you got Close, also the two Mayhems did retire today. And then you got our first retirement of the day as well with Azot, who was racing for full force. So that's pretty much it then for this second race, and we'll see you in the next time in Sweden, as we're going to be racing at the street circuit of the Jakobsberg. So we'll see you there until the next time, and goodbye.